Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to...
And drive! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've got to be quick to recover this. Donnarumma trying to keep this in. Elects to cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, he's been caught now. Can he finish? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Spain have their second corner now. Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. Gerrard, no way through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. De Rossi. And it's Ferdinand. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Ibrahimovic. Rice, very much a man of this moment. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cruyff gets on his bike and on the move. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's in a great position here. Just the keeper in his way. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again. And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Decent hit from there. Tries to pass it through, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Mbappe! Boy, he struck that clean. Corner number 3 coming up. Sylvestre tries to clear. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Gives it back. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Rice is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Chouameni. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Rice. Now it's Inzaghi, and it's Gerrard. Aimed beyond the defence. That's where it came from. And a chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Always goal side. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! It's hit the upright. Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. And it's Rice.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rice proves just a little bit too strong. Messi! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Spain were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. And that has been knocked clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, looking to play him in. Oh, he's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good effort first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Cruyff tries to play it through. Mbappe! Goal! Spain! Into the lead once more.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And it's Gerrard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's being urged to shoot. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Jordi Alba. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. And here's Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. And it's Zambrotta. It's a good run down the right. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here?
He's having a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 16, De Rossi. El dorsal 8, Messi. Serán sustituidos por
And he
el
was
dorsal
quick to react.
5, Federer.
Yamal.
El dorsal 17,
Schneider. Good. And the shot!
Schneider. El dorsal 19, el dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Great
jugadores.
vision. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Ronaldinho.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through, showing good feet. And it's Kimmich. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, what a mistake!
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi. Gerrard does well to get it back. Rice. Messi. Rice. Passing nice and neat. Good pressure, determined, intense. Cruyff. And they can counter here. Now it's Inzaghi. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ferdinand.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Rice to Messi. Zambrotta. That's an excellent interception. Chouameni.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's Rice. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Spain have... And Cruyff! And that's a tidy finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Rice making a dash for it. That's good play. Maldini. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Hakimi is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Cruyff. Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now this could be a chance. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Cruyff. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cruyff. Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Maldini. Tries one from range. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Silvesh is one whose deliveries we all know about. Totti. De Rossi going forward. De Rossi. He's having a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. And this is Cruyff. Messi. Real chance! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Spain are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Cruyff has found the net here, of course. He's shifting through the gears here. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit.
Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He won't be happy with that one. Messi. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Messi, a player who needs no introduction. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Lionel Messi! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
De Rossi. Baresi. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. This looks promising. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's managed to get free. Jordi Alba. Now the cross. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Rossi. He's picked his way through. And here's Inzaghi. Messi. Cruyff.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Spread out to the left. Jordi Alba. Pinches it off him. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zanetti. De Rossi. It's a chance for Spain to break.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Jordi Alba getting this one clear. They'll have to settle for that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi, well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Stood up well to him there. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but If you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
Rice. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. That's a dangerous ball. Pinches it off him. He's under a lot of pressure there. Tchouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. O'Reilly. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still goalless at the moment. Eto'o looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Rice. And it's De Rossi. Oh, this is a great position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, easy pickings there. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Cruyff. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rice. And here's Cruyff. And here's Ibrahimovic. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Rice. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Spread it left. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Played out wide.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gerrard. So what can they make of this? Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And it's Zambrotta. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. Cross into the box. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
No way through. Now it's Cruyff. O'Reilly. He's beaten the... O'Reilly! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Zambrotta. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cruyff quietly revving up. Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. There's the shot! I've fallen kindly here. So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Rice. And this is Cruyff. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rice plays it short. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Gerrard. Gets a good foot in there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's run loose here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi. Rice. Hops for safety. For De Rossi. That has been slung wide. And it's Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's...
And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Eto'o. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. O'Reilly. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's been caught. Great chance! And a neat finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pacho. It's a searching pass. That is good alertness.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. Chouameni. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Mbappe, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hakimi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the lethargy in their play is...
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. He's found a way through.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Messi. De Rossi. Inzaghi. Always onto this. Space for him to turn and look. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He'll try from distance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rice on a strong run here. Mbappe has the space to scheme. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, cracking ball. Real chance! And again, he is at his elastic best. Corner number 2 then. Spain are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's having a good look here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Now it's Inzaghi. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party... Oh, a gilt-edged chance! It's Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Cruyff.
That's good play from him.
Cruyff! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. And this is Inzaghi. Zanetti. He's having a pop! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Jordi Alba. De Rossi. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Inzaghi. And he's got away from him. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he's just misjudged that one. Chouameni taken back almost at once. Looking to play him in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's intervened well there. O'Reilly, Chouameni, shot could... And Cruyff! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he...
And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Played down the flank. And he's quick to return it. Thinks about the shot. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. O'Reilly. Gerrard. And it's O'Reilly. Looking for options for movement. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from...
Shapes to shoot! Spain really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. He won't be happy with that one. This looks promising. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi makes a move down the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Picked out brilliantly. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
O'Reilly tries to play it through. Rice.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Jordi Alba. Filippo Inzaghi. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Gerrard. And this is Cruyff. Maldini gives no quarter whatsoever. And it's Messi. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Rossi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end? He's having a shot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is good alertness. De Rossi. Now it's Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. He is through here. And he welcomes it in. Now there's a... O'Reilly! And that would have been game, set and match.
O'Reilly really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Messi. He is just correct. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement
en
on
España.
both benches.
El dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 41, el dorsal 16, De Rossi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17.
Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
El dorsal 10.
Ronaldinho.
El dorsal 18.
That looks a decent
El
ball.
dorsal 19.
He's got
Se va a
away.
llevar a cabo un cambio de jugador.
Steaming on goal. There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Zanetti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Yamal, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And here's Messi. Kimmich. Is there any support? He might not need it. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Ibrahimovic. O'Reilly. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rice. De Rossi. Rice. And it's De Rossi. Cruyff. Mbappe! And one more try! Goal! Spain! Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff, and takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Chance! And he can thump it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Spain have it back and can go again. Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, can he get onto this? Spain already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliant. And Cruyff! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now there's a fine ball. Plenty to aim at here. Backward it goes. And it's Messi. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Great ball, and he's in here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Gerrard. Looking for the run. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Spain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Rice produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Cruyff. That's where it came from. Jordi Alba. De Rossi does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Inzaghi. Good ball, good take. He's through here. And the finish! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And he's in on goal. Shot a goal! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are... The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
That gets us going once more. 45 minutes to change their fate. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Filippo Inzaghi simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for option, and the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Buffon, oh, he's been caught napping. Cross needs to be good. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Tchouaméni going forward. Messi. Messi will not want... And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Not the most convincing of passes. Inzaghi gets across and deals with it. Ferdinand makes the interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inzaghi. That's good running with the ball. Inzaghi! It's bounced back off the post. And he's taking no chances there. O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Messi. And it's Jordi Alba. And here's Cruyff. Lovely feet. The Rossi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Nice control. There's the shot! No, not quite.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Messi. Front-footed pressing going on here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Cruyff. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
75 minutes played. De Rossi. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi has it out wide and in space. No, he's not getting past him there. Jordi Alba providing an outlet on that flank. Shot, surely! Well taken goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Cruyff really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And Cruyff! And it's in! So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Spain get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Cruyff, Ibrahimovic, he's beaten the last man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's that, the end. Spain pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.